With so many options for countertop reverse osmosis, you have to wonder, which is the right one to buy? Well, today we have a quick rundown of the Waterdrop A1 Reverse Osmosis Dispenser. This just might be the king of countertop filtration. I really like the A1 so far. It looks really nice, and it's got 2-to-1 reverse osmosis efficiency with a 1-gallon feed tank. The A1 has got hot and cold temperatures and allows you to select a range in between. This eliminates the need for a separate kettle for hot water or a separate pitcher for cold water, since you can get the temperature you want within seconds. The A1 is advertised as having 6-stage filtration. Now, while it is technically true, there is some marketing puffery going on there. In reality, what you have is 2 canisters. The first canister is a self-contained 3-stage carbon filter, and that's rated for 6 months. And then you have an RO membrane with non-woven fabric rated for 12 months. Finally, UV sterilization after that. When you add all of those up, you get 6 stages. The filter is certified by IAPMO to NSF 53 standards for lead reduction and also tested by SGS. IAPMO and SGS are certified third-party labs that can test to NSF standards. The A1 has a real-time TDS meter, so you can instantly tell if the RO is doing its job or not. As you can see with our test, it looks pretty accurate. The meter is showing 4 TDS, while the unit is displaying 3. I think 1 TDS is probably within the margin of error. Ignore the temperature here. My temperature gauge only goes up to 140. Now, as you can see with my cup of shin ramen, the hot is kind of slow. It took about 1 minute and 20 seconds. I could have filled it with room temp and microwaved it in that same time. Maybe it saved me 1 minute. We filled it all the way up, dispensed till it was empty, and we ended up with this much wastewater. It was about half, maybe a little bit less. Now, you can just dump this right down the sink, but since it's here, it's nice to use it for something else. It's kind of a bonus with this kind of unit that the wastewater doesn't go down the drain. It's captured in the same tank in a separate well, so you can actually capture the wastewater and still use it for things like plants or for rinsing things off. If you've ever had a countertop RO unit that was just a jumble of filters and tubing attached to the sink, this is a huge upgrade. For those of you who need a countertop reverse osmosis unit with UV sterilization, instant hot and cold water, this is a game changer. Now, countertop units are typically for people who can't install an undersink unit. Those will typically give you better production and more filtration stages. Also, while the manual states this is for municipal water only, I think this might be a great unit for those on well water, as long as you have some treatment in place already. So, if you can make the investment and you're in the market for a countertop-specific reverse osmosis unit, we do think the Waterdrop A1 is a great choice.